Hello friends, welcome to another video. My name is Laura. This video is a little late in the game, but it's 2021. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my goals for the year. I know that it's literally the middle of the month, and I had actually filmed this video previously, and then that's when everything at the Capitol went down, and I felt it not very appropriate to be putting out a video about how excited I am for the new year. So, yeah. Anyways, here we are, 2021. We are trying our best to tiptoe into the new year. Right? That's the plan. That's the plan. To tiptoe into 2021. That's my plan. I did want to share the goals I do have though with you, just so I can stay accountable, and also maybe you want to know what my goals are. I don't know if you're into that kind of thing, but here we are. Anyways, it is mid-January. I understand this. Like I said, we're already in a dumpster fire, so might as well just keep on pushing through. My goals for this year are very simple, I should say. My first goal is to read 20 books this year. Last year, I think I mentioned before, but last year I read 15 books. That was my goal, and I hit it, and I was very excited, and it just made me want to dream bigger. And actually, I didn't really start like getting super into reading until March of last year, when we all had to kind of quarantine. That's when I really started getting into reading. I found that books really gave me some relief from the terrible anxiety I deal with. That habit is something that habit. I don't know. It's kind of both. It's something that I want to bring into the new year and into the future. It used to take me months and months to finish one book, but now I can finish a book in like a couple of weeks or a month, depending on the book. But I'm reading much quicker than I have ever before, and I love the fact that there's just this whole new world in front of me. Not that I didn't read, or even not that I didn't even like reading before. I've always loved reading, but I've always been just so slow at it. Now I love it, and I feel like it's something that I can immerse myself in. And yeah, and so with that, I will be sharing with you all what I'm reading throughout the year, just because I love when people talk about books, and that's, I think, one thing that has helped me get more into reading this year is watching those booktube channels and following people on Instagram. Bookstagram. It has really helped me get more into the world of just reading and just going for it. So in that vein, I will share with you what I'm currently reading and what I've read so far. I have read one book, and I'm currently reading my second. The book I finished is this one. It is Smoke. It's such a long title. I always have to look at it. It's Smoke Gets in Your Eyes and Other Lessons from the Crematory by Caitlin Doughty. You probably already know this, but Caitlin Doughty has her own YouTube channel called Ask a Mortician. She's obviously is a mortician. It's just so interesting. If you are into, I wouldn't say spooky, I don't know, it's dark. This is about her time in working in her first funeral home and crematory, and then kind of finding her way in the funeral industry here in the United States. And it's just very, very interesting because we are so private about its death, and dying is so taboo in our country and in our culture that what goes on behind those closed doors is a mystery to most of us. So she writes about the lessons she has learned working in the funeral industry, and writes about her time there as well. She now, I think, owns her own funeral home. So this was like about her first few years in the industry. Very interesting. Of course, it is dark. It's not necessarily, I would say, for the faint of heart. There were even a few parts where I was like, oh my, but like, I'm not super faint of heart. There are so many wonderful lessons about life and death in this, and really has opened my eyes to it all. I know that's broad and ridiculous, but super good book. If you can handle it, I recommend. 10 out of 10. I think I will be sending this to Tess. I think she said she wanted it. She wanted to read it too, so don't buy it, Tess. Super, super good. And then I started a book that Tess actually sent me, and it's called The Nightingale. It's a historical fiction set in the beginnings of World War II, and I can tell it's going to be a very good book, but I started it again last week during everything going on in DC. Reading about the beginnings of World War II in Paris was, there was a lot of anxiety going on in our world and our real world, and a lot going on in that book. I feel like as I go further, it's going to be less about the war and more about the relationships of the characters, but I was having a hard time with it. So I kind of stopped reading that. I planned on reading that book and this book that I'm currently reading at the same time, but I've kind of just stuck to this book I'm reading. Then I think I'll go back to that one after this one. So the book I'm currently reading is Wildwood by Colin Malloy. I got it on a thrift app, so that's why that's there. But I'm reading this for a book club. I support a YouTuber. Her name is Morgan Long on Patreon, and part of my level of Patreon is being part of a book club. And this month we are reading this. I think I'm a little bit behind just because I had started that other book and I was waiting for this one to come in the mail. I will link her YouTube down below because she makes the most beautiful YouTube videos, and she's just very calming to watch, and her music is perfect. She just has a very good channel. So we're all reading this book, Wildwood. It's set right outside of Portland in the woods. Wildwood Trail is an actual place, and Morgan Long, the YouTuber who has the book club, she actually went there and took pictures, and like the things that they talk about in this book are actually there, and it's so fun. It was really cool to see. So yeah, but this is set right outside of Portland. This girl, Prue, loses her brother. He gets taken by a murder of crows and taken into what they call the impassable wilderness, which is Wildwood, right outside of Portland. And so her and her friend go into Wildwood to find her brother and find this magical world of animals that talk, and that's about as far as I've gotten. It's super good. I'm on like page 100 and it's really, really good. Highly suggest it. I think it is for a younger audience. Maybe not though, I don't know. It's very good. But not only is it a fun story, but as you can see on the front, it is beautiful illustrations, and there are also illustrations inside. There's like little illustrations on the pages, but also these big, beautiful, colorful pages that are so awesome. So that's the book I am reading now. I will let you know when I finish it, and basically you guys can keep me accountable on my book reading. Another goal for 2021, and maybe not the whole year, but like a January goal, is to finish my office. As you can see, I have not gotten very far. We're actually planning on working on it this weekend, so I will let you guys know. The next video will probably be part 2 of who knows how many parts of doing my office, so we're gonna get it done. It will get done, I promise. I think my biggest goal is to take YouTube a little bit more seriously and try to grow this channel. I want to shoot, it's a big one, but I want to shoot for 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Of course, those numbers don't matter, but there are people behind those numbers, like our friend Adam says. So that's, the people are what matter, and they are behind those numbers. So I am hoping to get 500 subscribers on YouTube by the end of the year. I just want to build this community. I'm looking to have 150 by the end of January, so we'll see if that's attainable or not, but I am going to take it a little bit more seriously, be hopefully a little bit more consistent on my videos. We'll see. And I did get a new camera. I will put in some footage of it. It's what I'm actually filming on right now. It's beautiful. It's a Sony ZV-1 and it has this cool like little hat on it. I like to call it a hat, but it's just a wind cover. It has a pop-out screen that I can actually tell if I'm in focus when I am filming, which is so great. And to know that I most likely am in focus, whether or not I can see that screen because it has autofocus, that's good to know too. So hopefully I sound better and hopefully the quality is a little bit better in this video and future videos, because this is what I will be filming on. We also did get a GoPro for Christmas. That footage from hikes and stuff, hopefully this summer we can go do some swimming holes and some fun hikes and whatnot, and we'll get some really cool footage with that GoPro. That's actually still at my mom's house because pandemic, yeah. So we're really excited to explore more of our state and share all of that with you this year and share just our life and what the heck is going on. A couple of other things that are happening this year. We have friends from Southern California moving up in March. So we're super pumped about that. I'm sure you guys will meet them in the future. That's about it, actually. Again, we are tiptoeing into 2021 and we're just gonna see what happens. So reading 20 books and having 500 subscribers are my two big goals this year. And it's not much, but it's, you know, something to work towards. And I'm excited to see what the new year brings, while also being very vigilant, having those tough conversations about what's going on politically, donating and signing petitions when I can, speaking up for those who can't. I will be trying a whole lot harder to do that this year. If anybody's curious, the last place I donated to, I don't donate like super often because pandemic, but when I can, I do. We've mostly donated to Black Lives Matter. Recently, I donated to Black Lives Matter DC. I'll put the link to that if I can find a link down below if you are interested in also donating. And then we've signed countless petitions. I have sent emails, made phone calls, and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's important to do what you can. We all have different roles, and that is something I had to learn, that I don't have to do everything, but I will do everything I can to be of help, of service, and be a good person. Yeah, that's about it. I hope to be a good person in 2021. And with that, I will leave you guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'm going for that 500. Hit that bell for notifications, and I will see you guys in the next video. I think the next one will be another office renovation, so part 2. And if not, it'll be a fun weekend vlog because we have a 3-day weekend coming up. And I haven't done a weekend vlog in a very long time. It'll be one of those too. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys. Friends, welcome to another video. My name is... Okay. Hello friends, welcome.